Under bombardment from teachers and trees, she nearly broke her anger at animals soaring. One day, while journaling, Mom found a secret in Plant Tree's class project. It seemed like an encouraging letter, but was full of surprises. Turns out, this friendly project had a nasty curse. Mom realized no one forgave her son. But it doesn't end there. The next day, Plant Tree sneaked into the supermarket and poured her blood in the food. Filming a horror movie or clueless about hygiene. Using extreme measures to revenge, Mom arrived just in time, bought everything like a market saver, calming the situation. Back home, Plant Tree finally spilled the milk literally. Mom almost dropped her jaw. Is she auditioning for it? She was in a panic and sent her son to the hospital for a checkup. However, when Plant Tree replied, it completely left her speechless. What sort of situation was this exactly? So you're actually one with her. Impossible. This sounds exactly like an absurd and hilarious old movie. So, Plant Tree intentionally killed Amy? This plot twist is fast enough to leave anyone dumb. Was she just out for revenge because the animals didn't pick her up that day? What a puzzling heart. Looking into her son's piercing eyes, Mom felt the stranger before her. This wasn't even her son in her eyes. Unable to take it, she wanted to end it all, but surprisingly, she was the last to enter Plant Tree's room. The harsh reality. The center of Mom was Plant Tree. Watanabe faced her own end too. Everyone turned against Watanabe, turning her life into a dark fairy tale with spells on her tests. They even set a campus prank board rank up by fooling Watanabe. That's twisted fun. At first, they thought they were bringing justice for the victim, but soon realized it was all just a twisted self-satisfaction performance. Soon, the teacher received a tip Watanabe was bullied, blaming class leader Bayu. He didn't want her hurt. So, they redirected their fury to Bayu. They even surrounded Watanabe for a mini-trial. This shenanigan, meant to bring justice, morphed into authentic school bullying. That night, Watanabe invited Bayu out, and he showed her his test report. Turns out, he was fine all along. This left Watanabe puzzled, and Bayu explained that he had known already about it, so she wouldn't have to worry. Even if there was HIV blood in the milk, the infection rate was nearly zero. Bayu wasn't buying into this bizarre notion. He didn't believe an animal could kill. It was just a little punishment left by a certain teacher. Thus, their bond grew stronger, and Watanabe's heart was wide open. Faced with bullying, Watanabe refused to stay silent. When she saw Bayu being picked on, she stood up too. Furious, she cut her finger and smeared the blood across a classmate's face, sending the others running for the head. She warned that anyone who dared to bully them again would get a blood shower. From that day on, nobody dared to bully them again or talk about impressive results. But the story doesn't end here. As they grew closer, Bayu finally learned about Watanabe's past. Watanabe's mother was once a brilliant scientist, but her husband was just an ordinary guy, stirring a kettle of dissatisfaction. Not long after getting married, they had Watanabe, causing Mom to give up her career to become a housewife. The plot thickens. Over time, Mom grew tired of her simple life, often venting frustration on Watanabe. She thought if not for Watanabe, she wouldn't have quit her dreams, a housewife with no achievements. Finally, she chose to divorce Dad and abandon young Watanabe to chase her own dreams. What a dramatic twist. From then on, Watanabe carried an indelible scar in her heart, shaping her into who she became. As a kid, she wondered why her efforts gained no Mom's recognition, realizing it only when grown up. Turns out she was just an accident in her parents' failed marriage, leaving her heart broken. To prove herself to Mom, Watanabe worked tirelessly to become that perfect child in her parents' eyes. She created a website to post her inventions, hoping to catch Mom's attention. When her work won, she expected Mom's notice, but a murder case overshadowed it. Bad timing. That moment sparked a deadly plan in Watanabe's heart. Who the victim was didn't even matter. She wanted to create a sensational case to grab Mom's attention, but she never expected the mysterious Morikawa-sensei chose to hide the truth, driving her to the brink of despair. But then, at that moment, she received a message from Mom. She could hardly believe her eyes. Not only did Mom leave an address, she actually invited Watanabe to find her. It was just too good to be true. Victory in sight, Watanabe rushed into Mom's research institute with her inventions, but bizarrely froze when she saw that longed-for silhouette. But her neighbor made a bomb, intending to blow up everyone at the next night's ceremony, including herself. What a way to leave a legacy. This great masterpiece would write her name into the annals of crime, ensuring her mother would always remember her. Yet, when she was the student representative at the ceremony, she pressed the detonation button, but nothing happened. Confused, she looked down to find the bomb missing, but then she received a call that left her absolutely speechless. Did you find it entertaining? If you enjoyed our story, don't forget to subscribe.